You called me every name in the book. Liar. Manipulator. Eater. Narcissist. You said I was a shitty human being. You threw all those words at me like they were weapons, and you were trying to hurt me on purpose, like I was your enemy. Not the person who had stood beside you through everything, loving you more deeply than I've ever loved anyone. I remember just standing there, stunned, silent, watching you rage and unravel, and all I could think was, you really believe this? You really don't see me anymore. And I kept waiting for you to stop, to breathe, to look at me, not the version of me that lived in your head, but the real me, the one who was still right there in front of you. But you didn't. You couldn't. You were too far gone. Blinded. Consumed. By what? Your insecurities. Your fears. The shadows of whoever hurt you before me. You brought them into our home like uninvited guests. You let them sit between us. You gave them your trust instead of giving it to me. And I tried, God, I tried to prove to you that I was not them. That I wasn't going to leave. That I wasn't going to lie. That I wasn't chasing anything outside of us. But none of it mattered, did it? Because somewhere deep inside you, you had already decided I was guilty. You didn't ask. You assumed. You didn't look for truth. You searched for confirmation of your worst fears. And when you couldn't find it, you created it. Twisted every gesture, every delay in my replies, every woman I worked with, every smile that wasn't exclusively yours into some kind of betrayal. And I sat there loving you through all of it. I bit my tongue when I wanted to scream. I stayed up when I wanted to sleep. I reassured you over and over again. Even when it was exhausting. Even when it was unfair. Even when I could feel myself slowly unraveling trying to carry both your heart and your hurt. You think you lost because you couldn't trust me. Well, you lost because you didn't trust yourself enough to be loved like that. You couldn't believe that someone could want you that much and still be loyal. Still be grounded. Still be real. And so you sabotaged it. You poisoned it. You lit a match and then cried about the fire. And I tried to save what we had with bare hands. But I got burned over and over again, just trying to pull us out of the flames. You thought I was talking to other women because I needed attention. Well, I was working. I was managing situations, people, logistics. I was trying to build something stable long-term for us. For a future. You thought I was hiding things because I didn't love you. Well, I was walking on eggshells. Because no matter how much I shared, you'd find a way to twist it. You thought I didn't want you. But every day I was choosing you. Every morning I woke up and chose you. Even when it was hard. Even when you made me feel like I had to prove my love just to earn a little peace. I never asked you to be perfect. I only ever wanted you to see me. And you didn't. You saw a threat. You saw a liar. You saw a version of me shaped by your past, not by my actions. You told yourself I'd hurt you eventually. So you beat me to it. You told yourself I was playing games. So you flipped the board before we ever got to finish. You told yourself I wasn't real. So you threw away the most genuine thing you'd ever had. And you know what hurts the most? Not that you didn't trust me, but that you didn't value the love I gave you. That you didn't stop to ask, what if I'm wrong? Because you were. You were wrong. So incredibly, painfully wrong. I would have gone to hell and back for you. I did. Over and over again. I defended you in rooms you didn't even know you were being discussed in. I prioritized you even when you didn't prioritize me. I held space for your pain even when mine was ignored. And all I ever wanted in return was peace, was warmth, was understanding. But what I got was interrogation. You turned love into a courtroom, and me into a defendant. You needed constant proof, and even when I gave it to you, it wasn't enough. It was never enough. Because the truth is, it was never about me. It was about you, your fear of being abandoned, your fear of not being enough, your fear that someone loving you deeply must be trying to trick you somehow. So instead of believing me, you punished me. And now you sit there with your pride, your walls, your stories you tell your friends to justify losing me. Maybe they believe you. Maybe you even believe you were right. But late at night when it's quiet, I hope my absence speaks louder than my words ever could. I hope you sit with the truth, not the one you told yourself, but the one you feel in your gut when there's no one left to argue with. That you lost someone who was all in. Someone who loved you recklessly, loyally, completely. And it wasn't because I lied. It wasn't because I cheated. It wasn't because I wasn't real. It was because you couldn't believe you were worth that kind of love. So you destroyed it. And here's the real kicker. You thought I'd come back. You thought I'd beg. You thought you could push me to the edge, and I'd still crawl my way back just to prove myself. But I'm done proving anything. 'Cause I know what I gave. I know what I was. And it wasn't perfect, but it was honest. It was solid. It was rare. And if you couldn't see it, that's on you. So sit with that. Sit with the fact that you had something real, and you let your paranoia, your pride, your past destroy it. I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. I'm just done. You lost me. And that's something you'll remember long after you forget everything else I ever said.